Are you a woman of color thinking about potentially venturing out of your culture, venturing out of your race, because you heard about the whole hard way, soft life? Interracial dating is a beautiful thing. Go where you're loved. If a person likes you for you, go ahead, be open. The thing is, there's a few red flags to look for in interracial dating that I want you to pay attention to so that you don't make the wrong choice. When I say wrong choice, sometimes you'll meet a person that is interested in dating you, not of your race, and the reasons why they want to date you, it's a little questionable. Here are a few red flags to look for based on my experience. To give you some context, I'm a black woman. I don't look like this, by the way. I'm married to a white male who's French Canadian. All throughout my life, I was always in a predominantly Caucasian city. There was a lot of Lebanese people as well. I always found myself a little isolated because I was one of the only black people anywhere I went. My only choice of dating were white men. It's interesting because black men, when I was growing up, I had no problems dating white women, whereas for myself, I was more of a acquired taste. Without further ado, here are a few things to look for whenever you're thinking of giving a man a chance that is not of your race. Number one, if a man tells you, "I've never been with a black woman before," ooh, please run. This is a man that has sexualized you in his head. This is a man that has heard, whether it's through pop culture or through videos that he's watched, or just through the grapevine, about how the experience is in the bedroom with a black woman or a person of color. I would not suggest, unless you're down, to pursue anything with that man. He just wants to put you as a notch in his belt. But there's a difference if he said, "Oh, I've never dated a black woman before," and "I've never been with a black woman before." So listen to the delivery very, very carefully. Number two, please pay attention to how the man will start behaving once he starts dating you. If the man suddenly starts becoming all up into the rap, all up into the whole gangster lifestyle, starts changing the way he dresses, starts changing the way he talks because he's dating you, that is not a good thing. I'm not talking about if he starts enjoying your music taste. I'm not talking about if he starts enjoying your food, because the food's pretty bomb. I'm talking about if he suddenly starts talking like, "Shorty, don't worry about none." Or if he starts saying stuff like, "Girl, you trippin', you trippin'." This is an insecure man that believes that in order to date you, he has to act a certain way. So this is either a conversation you need to have to tell him to just be himself, or at worst, this is a man that enjoys playing a character now that he's dating a person of color. Please stay away from a colorist man. There is absolutely no reason why a person of non-color should be into preferences of skin tone. No reason at all. You love women or you don't. If the man you're with starts being like, "I love my pretty light-skinned tings," or "I like my women dark, the sweeter the berry, the darker the juice," or whatever that whole saying is. If this man starts talking about your skin tone as if you're food, there is an issue there. I'm not talking about cute pet names, because there's Haitian music that go like "shoko shoko, la la," referring to black women. But if right off the bat he's starting to compare your skin tone to this person and tell you which one is better, which one's more attractive, there's an issue. Please stay away from a man that wants to hide you from his people. Meaning, he doesn't want to admit to people that he's dating a person of color. Quick anecdote, when I was in my early 20s, there was this male I dated who was Caucasian English. Whenever we go to his hometown that didn't have much people of color, whenever it be time for us to go anywhere public, like the grocery store, inside a restaurant, at the mall, he'd be like, "You know what? You sit in the car and wait for me. I'll be back." And when I asked him why, he would find any reason why it'd be best for me to stay inside the car. Looking back, I think that he was battling with the shame of dating someone of a color, which I don't know why, because I thought I looked cute. But yeah, it was not a good experience being hidden from people that were in a circle that probably were racist and he didn't want to let them know. Please, please, please do not date someone that does not like your natural self. If your man prefers you in a wig or fake hair or even straight hair as opposed to your natural curls, this man is not for you. If a man's ashamed of your afro, he is not for you. A man that loves you will actually be begging for you to leave your hair out in its natural state because he'll want to see you at your most natural beauty. This man will wash your hair for you. This man will help you dry your hair. This man will help you detangle your hair. This man will learn how to do cornrows for you if he loves you. So please do not sell yourself short and be with a man who does not like natural black women's hair. Hear me? Please stay away from a man that his family is racist. I know it's flattering if your man is ready to go to bat for you and cut off his whole family, but do you really want that? Most of the time, it'll be very, very subtle. You'll see the backhanded compliments. You'll see the way they exclude you. You'll see the comments they make. If you peep that his family is racist, please let that man go. Think about it. Do you want to one day be pregnant by this man and then his family doesn't want him to look black? Do you want that? Do you want your future children to have shame about being a person of color? Do you want that for your child? So yeah, if this man's family is not accepting of your culture or your race, run. Run. Please stay away from a man that will use you as a prop. Meaning, at every chance, they'll say, yeah, my girlfriend's black. My girlfriend's black. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being proud that he's dating someone of color. But if this man can't even introduce you without being like, you know my girlfriend, eh? Jessica? Yeah, my black girlfriend? Yeah, she's black, eh? Then this man is immature and please dump him. Please stay away from a man that does not like black people, but because he finds you attractive and he's dating you, he uses you as his scapegoat to say offensive things about people of color. And you'll spot these people because they'll say the most racist or ignorant stuff, but then they'll be like, no, but my girlfriend's black though. My girlfriend's black. I'm not racist. Girls, these are the worst kinds. Stay away from them. Last but not least, stay away from a man that only dates black women. Hear me out. It's one thing if he's dated a person of color before and he very much enjoyed the experience and he's like, you know what? I just want to be open to any culture. But if this man's like, yeah, I only go for black girls. I only go for black girls. What you need to do is ask him why. Why do you only go for black women only? His answer better be damn good. If he says something like, well, I like you guys' attitude. You guys have a strong attitude. I like that. Or they say something like, you guys have that spice I like. Oof. That's not a good enough answer. Please do not feel special. This is part of using you as a prop. And the reason why this is not a good thing is that sometimes some men will date a person of color because it makes them appear more open, more free-spirited, and more alternative. So, like I said, these were my experiences, and I'm happy to share part 2. But you know what? At the end of the day, everyone starts somewhere. So if a man says something that's ignorant because he's never dated a black person before, sometimes it's worth the effort to let him know how certain things he says might come across. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are. I'm definitely open to discussions and debates, and hopefully this was not offensive to anybody. Just sharing my experiences. Good luck out there, ladies.